Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to show you guys how to archive a project and export the media that was used within the project and relink to it so it's all safeguarded. So let's jump in. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I have a trailer that I was working on here, and if we kind of browse through some of the footage here, you can see I've got a whole lot of footage, but I only use so much on the timeline here. Now right now this project's pointing to the original location of all these projects, but I want to safeguard this trailer to be self-contained. So if I need to de-archive it or go back, I don't want to point to that original footage. I want to make a brand new consolidated project that has this footage copied and that this can link to. So normally when you export a project, you go File, Export a Project, and then this is going to give you a .drp, a DaVinci Resolve project file. You do need that, and that's a sort of a snapshot of your timeline and where we're at right now. And as you can see, I have other timelines here, but we just want this particular timeline. These other ones, I was just sifting through footage and kind of assembling smaller versions to get the cut how I wanted it. So I want this main timeline and any of the media that's down here in the timeline. So what we're going to do is go File, and we're going to go down to Media Management right here. This is going to open up this dialog box, and we have a few options here. The entire project's by default, and there's copy or transcode if we want to save it in another codec, maybe a smaller version. I'm going to leave it on copy. I have my destination selected. And then it asks you how it wants to copy. If you want to copy all media, that's going to go through every single folder in your bin, regardless of whether it's used or not. We want used media and keep 24 frame handles. We also want to use a project name subfolder, and then I'm going to choose relink to new files. So what that's going to do is make a new project with the media we see on the timeline with some handles. And when I reopen this project, it's going to be pointing to that new location. So anything in the original sources, if it gets pulled offline, archived, renamed, anything like that, it won't be pointing to that any longer. And as you can see, the new size says 303 gigs, where if I go all media, it'll take a second to give me an estimation here. But you can see right now it says 544. If I go used media, it'll change to 544. But if I say only the media with the handles, it drops it down by a few hundred gigs. So now we have a destination. We have the used media selected. We're giving it a project subfolder and a relink to new files. Now you can also do timelines here. So you could choose a specific timeline that you wanted to export, or you can do clips. So if you wanted to just do clips, you could do that, whether it was video, audio. So there's a lot of functionality in this media management tool. But right now we're going to do entire project. We're not going to transcode. As you can see, this saves a tremendous amount of space. But I want to copy it because I want the high quality images in case we ever have to go back. These sources, some of them are like 2K, 4K, so I don't want to degrade the footage just to save some space, even though we're saving a couple hundred gigs. So with all these settings, I'm going to hit start. It'll finish and repoint to those new consolidated clips that are self-contained. So that's how you can consolidate your project, save some space, and relink to it. That way, if someone moves a file, renames a file, or you need to make some space on a hard drive, that's the original footage. So this is super helpful if you need to go back and open a project. It's all there, saved, ready to go. All right, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. See ya.